Welcome, friends. It's great to have you here with me tonight. Lately, I've been wondering if I'm the only one thinking to myself, what is the point of the Sister Wives show anymore? Is the point really to show us how crappy polygamy is?
I tweeted this the other day. My wife got me watching Sister Wives, and I've never seen a better advertisement for monogamy. And I mean it, right? She started watching this, and I'm, popping in, acting like I don't want to watch it and checking it out. And I'm thinking, oh, he got 4 wives, so this man probably gets 4 times the sex, 4 times the love, 4 times the meals. No, all he does is disappoint 4 women all day, every day. He'd go from one house to another house, to another house, to another house. And the first wife don't like him for this. The second wife don't like him for that. The third wife don't like him for that. And the fourth wife don't like him for that. And she don't listen. Okay, newest wife got more power than the first wife. The first wife didn't never like him. He wanted them to move into one house. And they like, I don't want to see you date another person. Date another person? He is married to 3 more, y'all. Yeah, I know, but I don't want to see it. He don't have no house. He don't even have no space where he can go and be quiet. He just goes and disrupts 4 families. And low key, the kids don't really like him neither. Nobody likes the man. He got 28 people that don't like him. One wife he ain't had sex with in 10 years. Why are you doing this, sir? Come to find out, he get a divorce from one of the wives. Why is this on my television? Just marry one person so you got a better shot at a happy day. If you mess up with one wife, it's just one person mad at you.
This TikTok creator, he just really gets me. Like, I'm on the same page with him. It's so true, friends. Let's be honest with ourselves. At this point in time, this is a show all about disappointment. Cody is a huge disappointment in so many ways for me when I watch the show. I constantly have to tell myself that everything I read behind the scenes says the show is really fake. And I'm hoping that that's true, because if how Cody acts in the show is really how he is in real life, then it's unbelievable. Like, it's an ABUSIVE situation for those women and those children. So I truly hope it is kind of fake and he's just already split with all the women except for Robyn, and he and Robyn are living their lives together. But I am here tonight to tell you all about the research I've done about Robyn, Cody, and the money moves. The feelings of what is the point of the show anymore? To show us how terrible living polygamy is. It's really quite funny because in my most recent video, I talked about Christine Brown's aunt and how she exposed the reality that people within Cody's church did not want him to do the Sister Wives show. They believed that, quote unquote, he was heaven before swine. The community around Cody, they look at you and me, all of us outside of their community, as swine. We are people who don't understand and don't deserve to understand how wonderful polygamy is and how right their beliefs are. So for Cody to go out publicly and make this whole TV show about polygamy, it was really kind of slapping everyone else in the face because they wanted to keep it hidden. So we don't want to put our most valuable portions of our community before the swine of the rest of the world who will never understand how wonderful and perfect living polygamy is. But Cody, and actually Christine specifically, as well as the other wives, but I read that Christine was really the driving force. She wanted to come out and be public about polygamy and be able to stand up and say, this is the way I live and it's okay. So they went all into making this documentary about their lives. And today I'm here to talk about the secret behind the Sister Wives. But one thing I've been going down a rabbit hole with is a chase for the money. Looking at the way the money moved through the Sister Wives family before they ever got on the Sister Wives show, during the show, up until right now with season 19. One of my biggest pet peeves was when Peyton Brown, Christine Brown's son, came out on social media and made a lot of statements about how even though it was hard for him, he really felt that he could understand his father, Cody, could understand that Cody had finally found the love of his life, Robyn Brown. And Peyton said, look, if that's what's happened, he's found the love of his life, I can understand that, and I have to accept that. And I really want to make some firm statements in response to Peyton's analysis that Cody is in love with Robyn.
So I've seen relationships crumble and build, but I'm honestly looking at it as Dad found his soulmate. Dad found the woman that he does truly love. He does still love Mom. He does still love Mom. Mom does still love him. It's just not in the same way. But he found his soulmate Robyn, and I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm not gonna get mad about it. I'm not gonna get mad at him for finding the person that he genuinely loves. That's your.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's not about being in love with Robyn over the other wives. The reality of why Cody is sticking with Robyn and their relationship seems more concrete than the other relationships is wholeheartedly because Robyn is the last wife who entered the family when they started making big money. And that has completely changed the lives of everyone in that family, and it has changed the relationships as well. Mary, Christine, and Janelle were with Cody when they didn't have any money, when they lived in a trailer at one point, all three of them together with multiple children. Janelle and Mary had to work. Christine had to stay home and take care of many children all on her own. Cody was not making a lot of money, and you'll hear all about that later in this video. They were interdependent upon one another. They didn't have everything that they desired. They didn't even always have everything that they needed. Medical expenses were a real issue. Getting enough food for everyone was a real issue. There are several family members and members of the Sister Wives community who have come forward and said that Mary, Janelle, and Christine relied on money from the state, including WIC and other programs, in order to be able to feed their children and take care of their family.
When Robyn first came to the family, she left her job in Montana to move to Lehi, Utah. And in one of the episodes, Janelle says that she was worried about the finances, but Robyn was actively looking for a job. And then shortly after, they moved to Vegas. But Robyn has never, ever worked. Now, some might say, well, Christine hasn't either. But here's the thing, guys. It was a deal that Christine was the one to stay home and take care of all the children. And she did. She was taking care of all those children. That's a lot of work to do, okay? But Robyn came into the picture. Yeah, she started the Sister Wives Closet thing, but, you know, it's a defunct company now. But she has never worked. And on top of that, even if you go back, she has always had a caretaker at her house. So she talks about, oh, I wanted to be a sister wife. I didn't just want Cody. But she never once acted like a sister wife. She never allowed the other women to watch her children. She always had somebody in her house taking care of her kids, even though she wasn't working. That's what just never made sense to me. And I believe she had somebody in the house taking care of her kids because she even states in one of the interviews that when Cody comes over, you know, she makes sure she gets all her stuff done during the week so that when Cody comes over, they just have one-on-one time. So that's why I think she has someone. But you look at her now, she has a $900,000 home. She still is not working. Her company failed and she has a nanny. Make it make sense, because I just don't understand it. All the other wives have more children. You know, they grew up having more children with, you know, virtually no help, limited finances. And yet Robyn gets the bigger, better house. She gets a nanny, and
allegedly, Cody was very much involved in pushing them to, one, go out of the house, get jobs, and make money to bring home income because he knew he couldn't afford it all on his own. And number two, he was involved in helping them scam the government to get as much money as possible, which they needed at times in order to be able to live a lifestyle of supporting multiple wives and so many children. Robyn has not had to live that lifestyle with Cody. Her experience of a life with Cody is totally different from all of the other wives, and Cody's experience of her is of a woman who can devote a lot of her time and energy towards him because she is not worried about feeding her children or making money for the family. Guys, I have so much to share with you. Let's get into it. First, meet Rebecca Kimball. Rebecca is a former member of the polygamous community with lots of insider knowledge of the lives of the sister wives before they went on their hit TLC show. Through my research, I realized she's been speaking out about the Brown family and polygamy on her YouTube channel and various podcasts. She's exposed a lot of information about the sister wives' previous financial woes, including food stamps, bankruptcy, and so much debt. Cody, Mary, and Christine rode the struggle bus for quite a long time before TLC picked up the Sister Wives show. So,
Cody Brown's ascent from food stamps to fame has included not one, but two defunct businesses. Cody is the former owner of Bricksoft Computer Company and also Das Hundes Firearms and Accessories Company. Both companies are now defunct. Cody Brown and his first wife, Mary, declared bankruptcy 6/6 of 2005. His plural wife, Christine Allred Brown, declared bankruptcy 3/2/2010. Janelle Brown declared bankruptcy in 1997. He had a bankruptcy for each of his three wives, with him inclusive, of course. Christine Brown was on food stamps while they were filming on the Learning Channel. Her bankruptcy papers list a mysterious companion as paying her rent. The TV reality show spoke of a child having a medical procedure and no insurance to cover it. The Browns were unable to afford to pay for their daughter's emergency appendectomy, according to Christine's bankruptcy papers. $2,000 of Christine's debts in her bankruptcy were for medical bills. The rest was for credit cards. Her bankruptcy freed her from $25,000 in debt. The bankruptcy of Cody and Mary freed them from $85,000 in debt. Less than $2,000 of that was medical bills. The rest was, you guessed it, credit card purchases. Janelle's bankruptcy was very similar. Robyn did not have a bankruptcy. Robyn was divorced in 2008 from David Preston Jessup. In the divorce documents, Robyn and David had their debts separated. The debt awarded to Robyn was $32,400. And almost $1,000 of that was to Victoria's Secret. Thousands also were attributed to Target and Sears. She did not leave that marriage empty-handed. She got the VCR player and the vacuum. David got the mobile home. Robyn and her three children came into Cody Brown's family with debt. Robyn, Cody, Mary, Christine, and Janelle are not unique in the way they handle money in polygamy.
Cody entered into TLC fame a former owner of two defunct businesses and had already been connected to 3 bankruptcy filings. Rebecca Kimball argues that polygamous men rarely take full financial accountability for all of their children. She states that the men become overly creative in coming up with ways for their wives to support the children. Before the Sister Wives show, Cody and the ladies relied on food stamps. In 2005, Mary and Cody filed for bankruptcy and claimed to only have $10 to their name with $80,000 in debt. Radar Online reports that at that time, Cody was pulling in $4,000 a month as a salesman at a Billings, Montana sign shop, and Mary was making $625 a month as an engraver at an awards company. 4 years after Mary and Cody, Janelle filed for bankruptcy, and then in 2010, Christine followed suit. Christine claimed $25,000 of debt and stated that about $2,000 of it was due to medical expenses for her children. The couple couldn't afford it because the family doesn't have health insurance. Enter Robyn. When Robyn entered the marriage, she allegedly brought along about $32,000 worth of credit card debt. But she had no history of bankruptcy like the other wives. Is it just me, or did Cody already know that marrying Robyn legally would eventually help his credit score go up because he'd be able to ditch Mary, who had the history of bankruptcy? It's like he was planning it all from the beginning. He would finally be able to more easily take out additional loans and open up more credit cards for everyone to live off of. In the first season of Sister Wives, Janelle openly worries about how they will be able to afford to take on Robyn and her kids. But Janelle states that Robyn has committed to finding a job and working full-time to help the family once she gets to Utah. We all know Robyn never ended up getting the job she promised. She did start an unsuccessful jewelry company. None of the other wives really ever seemed very interested in it. Robyn went on to legally marry Cody, and allegedly, according to the Hollywood Insider, Robyn currently has the highest estimated net worth of all the sister wives. I guess this is due to her connections with Cody and lack of having to file for bankruptcy in the past like all the other sister wives. Robyn also displays that she'll just do whatever she wants to do and really doesn't care about how it affects others.
Listen, the problem is we need 18 to 24 months to build those homes.
I know. And we'll just and maybe we can find a rental. If we have to make an offer, we'll make an offer, and then let's see if our earners money, if we can get it really, real low so that we can walk away if we find a rental.
That's a hard thing for my mind.
Why?
To make it, because when I make an offer on a house, I'm serious about buying it.
You are.
I need you to sign that paperwork with me. We have to do it together.
If we don't have any other choice by that point, I'll sign the paperwork because I have to house my kids. But up to that point, I'm not serious.
I need you to be.
She currently lives in a house that is worth almost $1 million, and both she and Cody have had to request emergency loans to keep everything going financially over the last couple years. During the last season, it was a constant theme that Cody and Robyn are battling financial problems. Well, of course they would be. They allegedly own a huge plot of land they aren't doing anything with, and they're still renting 4 various homes in that area. It's totally unclear to me how any of this makes any financial sense. I can't be sure why they do what they do. Thank God for the show, or this family would be in deep financial trouble. We all know that Robyn continues to not have a job. She employs a full-time nanny. She lives in a mansion and is constantly seen around town shopping and eating out with Cody. The point of sharing all this research is just to emphasize the fact that Cody and Robyn's relationship began and continues to exist in a little fantasy bubble, fueled by the money TLC is throwing at them. They are not living any kind of true polygamous lifestyle. There are no other Mormons in plural marriage who would ever be able to afford the way that the Browns live. They have everything they have because of the TLC show. It's interesting to note, Cody has always married an additional wife while the prior wife was pregnant. I can't help but wonder if polygamy isn't Cody's way of constantly skipping out on marriages when the going gets rough. Like, when a wife is pregnant, overtired and emotional, financial problems abound, and he's super stressed and unhappy. His kids are getting older and they don't adore him as much as they used to. Is that Cody's cue that he needs a new wife? In my own relationship, I'm incredibly lucky for all that my husband provides for us, but we've been through hard times. We've stuck together when it wasn't easy, and we weren't waking up every day with a smile on our face for each other. We had to put one foot in front of the other when finances were rough, and kids kept us up all night for months when they were little. I've worked night shift to carry our health insurance. I went back to work right after my daughter was born because we needed the money. I'm sure all of you have very similar stories. This is what being in a real marriage can be like. There are ups and downs, but you ride through them together, and then you share the burden and the spoils of all your hard work at the end of the day. It seems to me Cody has lived a life of running away from all of the hard times into the arms of the newest wife. Is Robyn happy? I would honestly be surprised if she's truly happy. It's sort of like she won Cody, I guess, but there has to be some disappointment in the fact that he's not really much of a prize. And look at Christine. She's not only moving on, but TLC is supporting her and giving her her own show to provide income for her new lifestyle. Christine has something to be envied by Robyn: independence and self-worth. I think Robyn came to Cody because she knew she couldn't carry her own kids all by herself. She wanted help, and she definitely desired that sweet TLC fame and fortune she saw coming around the bend for the Brown family. Check out my last Sister Wives video, in which I talked about how Robyn and Cody have secretly opened up an LLC in the past year, focusing on the entertainment industry. None of the other wives are listed on the business, just Robyn, of course. So what are these two up to now? Alright friends, I'm still working on a special video about murder in Christine Brown's family. Look for that video later in the week. I hope all of you are having a wonderful weekend, and before you go to bed, I hope you take some time to head down your own rabbit hole.